Well, welcome. We just finished our state competition for our sophomore year of high school powerlifting. And man, was it a ride. We saw so many things go down. There was so many different experiences we got to have. We got to get lifted in. It was a crazy time, and man, did I enjoy it. God really gave us the courage and gave us the strength to overcome everything. So I'm just going to discuss my squat, bench, and deadlift, and then I'll talk about some of the other things that I happen to see at the meet, and then I'll go through my results, and then we'll just call it wraps. So our squat went all right. I wouldn't say super well, but we definitely did okay. I opened 405, and that went up pretty smooth. I got red lighted one time because of depth on the left ref, but that was no biggie. I know I don't, well, I've been having problems. I know with depth, but I know that I don't, it's not much to worry about since I know I can hit depth on squat with a good quality squat. So we just decided, oh, it'll be all right. We'll just bump up again. So we bumped up to 420, and my round to go, went up, squatted, 2 red lights. So the center refs saw depth, but the other 2 side refs didn't quite see depth on that attempt, and I can see why. So we just decided, I know I can make the weight. We're just going to take a 5-pound jump, be a little more conservative. And it must have been a pretty good decision to only make a 5-pound jump, because if I would have made a 10-pound jump, I would not have made it. But I'll show you guys how the squat went, and then just kind of recap how.
That's a good squat.
So there was that final squat attempt, and I thought it went super well. I got a lot of compliments from the rest. I was like, that's the deepest squat we've seen from you so far. And like, yeah, it makes sense. I got 3 whites on it, and I was super proud of that. It was a struggle towards the top, but it wasn't something to worry about too much. But we did it. We got done with the squat. It was kind of a relief to get the 3 whites. I made sure to go extra deep on that. Listen to my coach telling me, we got to hit depth. We got to hit depth. So I did that, and we came out ranked third on the squat. So I'd say that went pretty well. After hitting that good squat attempt, I was pretty happy about that. I was more than excited to get into my deadlift or my bench attempt. So we went in, we warmed up. We have been taking a lot of time to warm up, taking a lot of time in between sets, and I thought that was really nice to get a lot of good recovery in between each of my sets to make sure I really got it down. And I was feeling really confident heading into the bench session. And so we got on the platform. I know my bench isn't super good, so I landed like middle of the pack to higher up on the pack for bench attempts, for the first attempts at least. And I was actually tied for Matthew Hernandez. He beat me at the early bird, got me second place, but I was actually staying neck and neck with him. We both opened 205. 205 super clean off the chest. And then we made a decision, since I wanted to try and finish 225. So we made the easy jump to 220, I believe. We did 220. And then we decided, if I wanted to hit 225, we could do a 5-pound jump. But if not, we'll just take a smaller jump and go to 230. So me and Matthew both went 220, I believe, or 215, one of the two. And we both made our attempts. And yet again, I am not a bencher. So there was a lot of people benching in front of me. And it was so exciting to see all the competition. So interesting to see how people can be so good at one lift and then mediocre on the other two. Like I am so mediocre at bench, and I'm above average on squat, and then exceeding standards on deadlift right now, I'd say. But I used to be a squat specialist, but I guess now I'm becoming more of a deadlift, as you'll see later. But I got 220 pretty easily, flew off the chest. And we decided we're going to go for a 5-pound PR all time. So we'll jump to 230. And mind you, there were kids benching 270, 260 to 280 even in my weight class. So I knew I wasn't going to win the bench press, but I knew I could try and keep up with everyone else if I made a strategic jump like that. So we made a 10-pound jump to 230 and we got it. I'm going to show you guys that, and then we'll head into the deadlift session. So the deadlift session, oh man, it was a pretty bumpy road. I opened 425 and it went pretty smooth. I was trying to lock out and I went up, and then I was having troubles getting my shoulders back, but I got it. I was staring at the ref, just dead eyeing him, and then I dropped it, and then we got our 3 whites, and my second attempt bumped up to 450. So it did not look super pretty when I did it, but we were going. My foot placement was a little wide, and then my shoulders or my arms were a little wide too. The knurl on the bar, I had it out because I wanted to get more knurl in my hands. So I was out more. I went down and I'm going up. I can already feel I'm not locking this out. I'm losing my balance. I can't feel like the succession of getting it. So I drop it and just decide to count my losses. And I know I could make it, but it's just my form is absolutely horrendous. And then we jumped to 465. That would be a 10-pound competition PR, 10 pounds off my all-time PR. And we weren't going to go for anything super or anything heavier than that. We were thinking 460, 465. And I didn't know it at the time. Thank goodness my coaches didn't tell me. But if I would not have made 465 and would have finished 425, I would have gotten 4th or even 5th in the competition, which placement wasn't really what I was looking for. I just really wanted to hit some big numbers. So going into the deadlift, I'm praying, just hoping for a good deadlift, and I was there. It was my competition. I got focused. I locked in, and we got it. We got the 465. I'll show you guys the video, and then we'll head into the results.
You got it! Come on!
All right, so overall, I finished 3rd place in all class 165. I got beat for 1200, I think was the top total in my weight class, and then second place might have been like 1190, and then I was 1120, and then I don't think anyone else was 11. Everyone else was like 1090, which is still pretty close. But I'm so happy that I got to go there and just show up, show out, and succeed. It was an awesome day. Everyone was excited, and we were blessed with all these wonderful people, being surrounded by so many amazing people. And I didn't let my opportunity go to waste. God brought me there, and I didn't let him down, and we just succeeded. We came there and we conquered. not conquered physically, but conquered spiritually. But I'm so grateful for that. I know it's going to be a shorter video, but it was absolutely insane what went down yesterday. But I just thank you guys so much for the support. I know not a very big channel right now, but I know eventually we can maybe lead somewhere. I'm just hoping to share my knowledge of powerlifting and be able to connect that with God and with other sports as we head into the track season. I'm making that shift, which I'll keep you guys updated on workouts and such. But for now, that was the state meet for the Nebraska all-class high school. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you whenever I update my training next.